Okay, so hopefully this is a good, easy way to show. But with this, the way the mirror glass comes out, the easiest thing to do is if you take pressure on the inside and push it to as far in as it'll go, you get a pretty good gap here. This outside is where you want to pry. Use fingers. Obviously, I learned that lesson last time, but you have two long kind of curved pieces that attach on this side, or at least keep it in its guide channel. That's why you want to come from the outside. But as you start to come out, gently pull, and you'll feel them release and pop. So your attachment is here all around this motor, but these two guides are kind of the reason you have to come from the outside. That pressure is fine. It shouldn't take anything more than fingers. It's not super, super strong, especially in your case. But make sure you get behind both the backing plate and the glass. My problem obviously was last time I was prying here and I turned the tool just that much and it put pressure on just one specific point. So that's why fingers are much, much better. And then same way when you're going back in, obviously you do have a little bit of rotational adjustment. That's what I was thinking maybe was happening with yours, but because it's the separation and it's like that all the time, I'm thinking it's separated from the glass. But when you go back in, it's gonna be the same deal. You just have to watch. It's tough to see. Okay, well that one cut off sort of in the middle as I picked the phone up, but what you're gonna watch as you're going back in here is, if you see these little channels, that's the metal channel for the top and the bottom that these two curved pieces need to set into. That's gonna be the first thing that you need to watch for as you're putting it back on, because as you're going in, once you know that they're in there, the attachment point is here in the center. It's that circle, but you have to make sure these things get in these channels first or it won't snap on right. So once you know you're in there, you can kind of get the bottom and the top in. Make sure that you're sort of straight. I think I'm a little misaligned. And then once you think you're kind of in a good place, center of the glass, because you're on that circle, kind of press and you can feel it pop into place. So now that I'm there, okay, so now going back in, once I'm in both channels, you can kind of feel it in there. Now you move to the center and pop. And once it's in, now you have full swing everywhere and it's attached. So now I know everything's there and I can test and it's good to go. It doesn't pop out. I have gap